Prime Minister pledges to rebuild Jamaica National Children's Home, issues warning to school administrators over fees, and holds meeting to discuss Port Royal development. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Anthony Morgan.
The government will be responding very quickly to have the facilities rebuilt. But the truth is that it gives us an opportunity to take a second look at the facility. Maybe we need larger facilities, maybe we need facilities that are built differently. So it is the one opportunity to do that.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he visited wards of the state who were displaced by a fire at the Jamaica National Children's Home in Pepin, St. Andrew. On August 9, fire destroyed the dormitory area of the building, causing over $150 million worth of damage. No one was hurt in the blaze. Last week, the Prime Minister called on school administrators to stop the practice of charging obligatory fees, which deny students access to schools. He said there was a growing culture within primary schools to charge high fees which parents could not afford.
They're not calling them tuition fees, but whether it is ancillary or auxiliary or registration, whatever fee it is, I'm putting the primary schools on notice.
The Prime Minister also urged administrators at secondary schools to not allow fees to become a deterrent to students' education.
I'm not saying that the parents must not contribute, but sometimes we miss the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is to make sure that no child, regardless of the income status of their household, is in any way deprived of education.
The Prime Minister was speaking Wednesday at a primary exit profile PEP Awards function at Jamaica House. 15 children of staff members of the Office of the Prime Minister and the Office of the Cabinet who were successful at PEP were rewarded with vouchers for back to school. Fast-tracking the development of Port Royal was the topic of discussion Wednesday as the Prime Minister met with agency heads involved with the project. Mr. Holness was briefed on progress being made by the Urban Development Corporation and the Port Authority of Jamaica. He was joined by Ministers Edmund Bartlett and Pernell Charles Jr., Mayor of Kingston Delroy Williams, as well as representatives from the Jamaica National Heritage Trust and the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Pernell Charles Jr., was also on the road this past week. On Wednesday, he endorsed a $480,000 US project aimed at strengthening the local outsourcing industry by enabling small operations to move up the value chain. Minister Charles used the opportunity to reiterate government's commitment to the sector.
We see this sector as more than just additional employment. What we see arising from this is improvement in productivity, a change of attitude, a difference in the understanding of our young people especially, who are getting an opportunity to really participate and to learn at a level which has to meet an international standard.
The Jamaica Global Services Sector Moving Firms Up the Value Chain project is supported by Compete Caribbean Partnership Facilities CCPE and the Business Process Industry Association of Jamaica BPIAJ. The BPIAJ will be providing $80,000 while the rest will be offset by the CCPE, which comprises the Inter-American Development Bank, the United Kingdom, Canada, and the Caribbean Development Bank. And while at a recent groundbreaking ceremony, Minister Charles urged young professionals to tap into the housing market.
I know how it feels to have significant challenges when you look on the possibility of not being able to handle the transfer tax, having money to put on the deposit, but you can't handle the closing. This government has not only spoken about development, but has created the environment where we are making it possible for young professionals and investors to really acquire safe, affordable, legal housing in our country.
Minister Charles was speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony for the $8 billion Rhine Park housing development in St. James, which offers 754 units. The project will be done in 6 phases, offering 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, single-family homes, as well as 2- and 3-bedroom townhouses. And that's how we close out Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us again next time for more news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.